you how I do this floor patch by using a highly scientific method of figuring out which part of the floor is bad, which I've already done, which is just going through, hitting it with the screwdriver, seeing if it goes through. The whole back section, it's all good. All that's good. It's got a little surface rust on there, but overall
it's amazing when I'm feeling at the end. Something I don't want to be taken in as I'm gazing into the thoughts I've said. And how could it be that I didn't see my heart would retreat in the presence of fear? I appeared to flee as I backed away from my destiny. But now I know I'm alive. My body will rise, blend with the skies. To hell with your lies, I am not blind, I see a disguise. We are all one connected, and lately I've been feeling tempted to let go of all of the wreckage that the powers in this world have projected. There is no room for the fear, age of divisions is finally here. Reminiscing on each one of my tears, the intuition's been inside me for years. This world is not how it appears, this connection is nothing but a lie. Believing that this is all real, inhibit your spirit from feeling alive. Triple helix in my DNA, I am ascending. I sit back and believe this world's okay, we all pretending. Triple helix in my DNA, I am ascending. Just sit back and believe this world's okay, we all pretending. Old structures breaking down, being ruptured from my crown. Chakra opening, can't handle this new energy that's been floating in. Responding to the sounds of all these beings I have found, and I'm knowing them to release all of these concepts they've been holding in. I'm growing when I start listening to the subtle voices inside, and knowing that they've been whispering, but it's up to me to decide. And that's why I ignite the fire, find a new way of living that'll bring me higher in the mountain of destiny, a mountain to see the full self that I have aspired to be in my dreams. And I'm leaving my body right here for the astral plane. Records of the Akash I am seeing, cause the future, the present, the past is the same. 11, the time is right now in this moment. Follow the dreams in your heart. If you are alive, then you have been chosen. This is my journey. There is no destination, but I am not returning to a life that is complacent.
Hey guys, got my buddy Cory here. I went to high school with him. He's had some badass cars over the course of all the years I've known him. He's got a really sweet bike right now. So we're adding a new segment in, which is basically my list of cars. So I'll go through each episode and tell you about the cars I've owned in order. The first car I had was a 2000 Shelby Edition Mustang GT 5-speed, pretty much stock, and I drove it for maybe 6 months.
That I knew you, yeah.
Yeah, 6 months when I was 16, and probably my first experience with drifting, or trying to at least. I turned right off of Highway 5 in Douglasville, and it kicked out sideways a little bit, and I stood in the throttle trying to kick the tires loose and recover from the slide, and I still had the traction control on, so the tires quit spinning, and it bit the way that I had the wheel turned and drove straight into the captain of the police's front yard and ran into like a 3-foot wide oak tree and flipped it upside down in his front yard. If that tree had not been there, I would have driven through his living room. So my first car is now crushed, more than likely, or rotting away in a junkyard.
It was a legendary send-off, though.
Yes, it was. So, Cory, what was your first car?
First car was a 1990 half-ton Chevrolet, regular cab short bed. I bought it from my dad when I was 15. I couldn't even drive it yet. I bought it from him for like $4,000. Painted it. I lowered it like 5 inches. It had Krager SS's on it. Black, shaved tailgate, welded in roll pan. But I was into street trucks at the time, so no motor work, nothing like that. It had like a Crate 350 in it, and I thought it was cool and I thought it was fast. And I had it for about a year, I guess. I had it for about 6 months after I turned 16 and started driving, and then I was at the mall in Douglasville one night, and I got stolen out of the Steelers parking lot. And they found it. They found it about a month later, I think, in Alabama. They found the cab.
Just the cab?
Just the cab. No frame rails, under nothing. Just the cab. Still had the VIN on it. So they called me, told me they found it, got the insurance check, and bought that C10.
And that one's gone. You didn't get it back. It's off in car heaven somewhere.
Yeah, there's no telling what happened to it. The parts, all the stolen parts are probably floating around on some Mexican lowriders still. But the cab, I'm sure, lost. It's been crushed or close to scratch.
Yep. That's sad stories about our first cars.
Yeah, they both met an untimely demise.
Yeah, we'll go through. I actually bought my 40th car today, so I hope I get to that many episodes to be able to tell you about each one of them. How many cars have you had total now?
Nowhere near 40. No. 6, 7 or 8, something like that.
Still a pretty solid number.
Yeah, not all of them very badass though.
No, not all mine are at all. There's quite a few, just like the one I bought today, that are not runners. Never seen them run.
Yeah.
A few I coasted down hills.
Yeah. For those who can't see, because they don't know what we're looking at a shell of a 240 with a bumper in the back seat, no motor.
Yeah.
No subframe.
I'll turn the camera around here. It is a pile.
Is that number 40?
That is number 40.
That's number 40.
That is not a very sweet number 40 because I bought it today. Today is Friday. Or no, excuse me, today is Saturday. The car will be going to the scrapyard on Monday, so very short-lived time of ownership, but still counts. I still got a bill of sale for it, so it still counts.
Yeah.
One other thing I wanted to tell you guys about, I think it was actually you that asked me about why the name Stonewall for the Duster. So, quick background. I have kind of an unhealthy obsession with the Dukes of Hazzard, and that show is actually what got me into cars. I remember watching reruns when I was like 9 or 10 years old on TNN. It was a great show, and I've always wanted to build a General Lee when I was little, and now I don't want to build a General Lee so much, but I want to build a General Lee inspired car. So this car's gonna have a door number on it, and obviously Stonewall Jackson's a famous Confederate general, just like General Lee. So tribute to General Lee, maybe, but I don't want to copy it necessarily. So
I was so confused when you first told me, and then when you explained it to me, it made so much sense, and I love it. I think it's the best idea ever.
Yep. It also the car looks like it had hit a wall. When I first got it from the guy I bought it from, the left front fender was all crushed, and Cory actually just pointed out to me that the core support's bent, so that's something else I'll get to deal with. But yep, so it hit a wall. Generally tribute, Stonewall just suited it really well. Yep. Thanks for coming on. Hopefully we'll be seeing you a lot more. I'm pretty sure that you'll be having to come over here and help me out with this build, and then we need to get your Harley in here too.
Yeah.
Show some of the guys what you've done with some paint work, and get white trash out here,
Sure thing.
and feature all that kind of stuff on here.
Yep. All good.
Cool.